guys, it's Arielle here from Fix My Books, and today I am going to talk all about installments. So what are the tax installments that you need to make? How do you do them? Who needs to make them? We're going to talk about it today. So first things first, okay, what are tax installments? Tax installments, okay, are basically the CRA wanting you to give them the tax money that you might owe them at the end of the year. Okay, might is the key word here. They don't know what you're going to owe. Okay, they're just using estimates for what you're going to earn this year, or they're going to use the figures that you earned last year and then say, okay, you're going to earn as much this year as you did last year, so we're going to require you to pay tax installments based on the amount you earned the previous year. Now, this is not a problem if your business is just repetitive, 100% nothing ever changes in your business, which is, we know, impossible because business changes, day to day. So I really do not like tax installments because, first of all, you don't owe that money yet, okay? You don't owe that money yet. The CRA doesn't know how much you're going to owe. As I mentioned, it's just an estimate based on your prior year's amounts. So technically, you don't owe that money yet. Imagine a credit card company telling you, we want you to prepay this amount because we believe or we feel that this is going to be your balance owing at the end of the month based on your previous month's balance. You would tell that credit card company that they are crazy, that they can't do that to you. However, the CRA can. So just take note that once installments are required, you cannot get out of it. If you choose not to pay the installments because you do not owe the money, technically, they can still give you penalties and interest for not remitting what they want you to remit as an installment, even though, again, you don't owe that money yet. So that's what an installment is. Now let's move on to who is actually required to make these installment payments, okay? So basically, if you have a tax payable of $3,000 or more, then you have to make installment payments. For example, you owe $4,000 in corporate income taxes. So even though you pay, that amount in full and on time, right? But because you owe more than $3,000, you're then required to make installment payments the next year. So this hypothetical scenario where you owe $4,000, let's say, is in 2022. So for 2023, even though, again, you paid in full, you paid on time, your taxes in 2022, but because you owe more than $3,000, you will start making installment payments for 2023. So that's the first requirement. That's really it. If you owe more than $3,000, you're going to have to make installment payments based on that. So to keep things short, how do you make these installment payments? How would you know how to make these? So just sign in to your CRA My Business account and then go to whichever account you want to make installment payments for, or you're going to have to make installment payments for because you owed more than $3,000 in the previous year. So obviously payroll, you do that monthly. There's no installment payment for that. But HST and corporate income tax, definitely you're going to get installment payments for that. So let's just say that it's going to be HST because HST is the most common, right? So by the way, this process will be the same for corporate income tax and HST. You go to the same place in your CRA My Business account. So for the purposes of this video, we're just going to do HST. So go to your HST account. And then once you're here, you can see it right away. Calculate and pay installment payments. Then once you're here, just click I agree. Okay. And then which period ending you want to make installment payments for. Let's say we want to do it for 2024. Okay. So it's asking you, what is your estimated tax for this period ending? Again, they're going to use your numbers for the prior year. I'm going to go to previous. I'm going to click 2023 since the 2022 return is already filed, and you're going to see, if I click next, they are using the amount from the 2022 return, right? And then they want you to estimate your amount for the year. So let's say we're going to estimate that this year we're going to owe, instead of 16, we are going to owe more. Let's say 18,000 this year. Let's just say. So then it gives you the due date, when they want it, and then the exact amount. Okay? So this is the best way to do it, because then it will give you the due dates as well as the amounts that you need to remit. So you see that even though we put 18, they still use the 16315.72 as the amount to be calculated, because that is the amount we owed last year. So if I were you, what I would do is just print this page, screenshot this page, and then follow these installment payments with the CRA. Now, if we want to do the corporate income tax, we're just going to click this. Same thing, you can see it right away. Calculate and pay installment payments. Okay, I agree. Again, this is what, let's say, you owed in 2023. Okay, and then we want to do quarterly installments. Like, don't do monthly installments, because then it's just, you're going to have to remit so many times compared to just 4 times a year, right? So let's say we're going to do this, and you're going to see I'm going to click next. And it is using the tax installments. These are the numbers for our previous year, so you can see that. And then let's just say that it's going to be the same for 2023. So, or you know what? Let's say it's going to be more. It's going to be 6,000 we owe for 2023. And then provincial taxes say we owe 2,000. Right? And then we're just going to leave this blank. And then click calculate. And then you see these are the installment payments we need to make. So these are the due dates, right? And the amounts. So that's why I said always calculate the installment payments based on what the CRA has in your CRA My Business account, because then you don't need to mess around with the manual calculators. And believe me, they're not nice. It's just like a worksheet, right? You don't want to do that. This is the easiest way to do it. This is the fastest way to do it. And you have the due dates as well. You're not going to get confused. Because if you try to do it manually with their worksheet, trying to work out the due dates, it's just going to take forever and it's harder to do. So just do it the easy way. Take my advice and do it using your CRA My Business account. Now, to actually make the installment payments, remember a while ago I told you take a screenshot of the box in terms of, the due dates and the amounts that they want you to pay. And then once you have this is how you're going to pay it. Okay, so first we're going to go obviously to business taxes, because that's what we're paying. Next, we're going to choose what tax we're paying. Like, for example, it's going to be corporate income tax. Then we will click interim. So this is how we make the installment payment. And then based on this box, you see that it says period ending 2023-06-30. And again, this is just a screenshot from your CRA My Business account. So put your business number, put your business name, and then the end of period is in the box, right? This is the end of remitting period. And then just follow the payment amounts. And then that would be it. So same thing. So I'm going to click back. Yes, go back and lose changes. Pretend we're going to pay the HST installment this time. So business taxes, go to GST, HST, again, interim. You see how it says installment payment. And then let's pretend that these are the amounts owing for HST. So same thing, business number, business name, and then period ending. Copy the period ending in the box and then follow the payment amount for these. So that's all you need to do to make CRA installment payments. So if you have any questions, please comment them down below. And once again, this is Arielle from Fix My Books, helping you fix your books. Hey guys, I hope you liked the video, and please don't forget to subscribe so you can tune in to the next videos in our tutorial series here on YouTube. And once again, this is Arielle from Fix My Books, and I'm here to help you fix your books.